Our first topic today is inclination. So if this is a coordinate axis which we discussed earlier day, so if this is x axis and this is y axis, and we are talking about a straight line, so if this is the line, the angle made by this line, the angle made by this line with the x axis is called inclination. Take. And now we will learn what is slope. Slope is generally denoted by small m, and that is equal to tan of theta. What is theta? Theta is inclination. Okay. So this is the basic understanding of inclination and slope which we will be requiring. Slope has also another name which is called gradient. Slope has also another name which is called gradient. Now we will be also understanding the concept of slope. See, first of all, why it is tan theta. So first let us understand the concept of slope. Whenever we are talking about a line, this is a line, so we will go to the next sheet. Whenever we are talking about a line, suppose this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, likewise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So suppose I take this point. So if this point is considered, then it is 2, 1. 2, 1. Here the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 1. So x1, y1. And let us take another point, say this point. So here I have to extend 6, 7, so this is 9. So this point will be 9, 4. That is x2 is equal to 9, y2 is equal to 4. Okay? So slope is basically defined as change in y axis, change in y axis divided by change in x axis. So what is change in y axis over here? y2 in final y minus initial y divided by x2 minus x1. So let us understand this. What does y2 represent? y2 represents 4 over here. This 4 is coming from here. And what is y1? y1 is 1. It is coming from here. So if I take this as a triangle, because I am taking these 2 points, say this point is 1 and this point is 2. If I take this as a triangle, then this point and this point are basically the y points, and this is nothing but the distance between this point and this point, which is 4 minus 1, that is 3. So this we can also call as height of the triangle. If I talk about this point and this point, this is basically nothing. See, this point is x2 9, this point is x1 2, so the difference over here is 7. Okay, so here y2 minus y1 is 4 minus 1 and x2 minus x1 is 9 minus 2. The answer will be 3 by 7. So basically what we did over here, if you see this formula, this is nothing but height by base, which is nothing but tan theta. So this is theta and that is tan theta. So that is why slope is equal to tan theta, which is equal to height by base. So let us do 2-3 problems. Find slope when inclination of a line is 30 degree. Find out the slope when inclination of a line is 30 degree. So slope is m is equal to tan of inclination. Inclination is 30 degree. So answer is 1 by root 3. Next question is find inclination when slope is 1 by root 3. So here we have to write it like this: m is equal to tan theta. Now m is given 1 by root 3 is equal to tan theta. Now after this how you have to write? See, 1 by root 3 you will write like this: tan 30 degree is equal to tan theta, and after this line you will write therefore theta is equal to 30 degree. ठीक है? This is how the total problem is going to get solved. ठीक है? Okay. So now we are going to do another concept. So we learnt about x axis and y axis. So this is x axis, this is y axis, and this point is called origin. So at this point the value of x is 0, then value of x becomes 1, then value of x becomes 2, then value of x becomes 3, then value of x becomes 4, then it becomes 5, like this. And at this point value of y is also 1, so that is why origin is written as 0, 0, that is value of x is 1, x is 0, and value of y is also 0. So on the y axis it increases like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this it goes on. Okay. So here we have to understand one thing. What? Another thing also you should know, the axis is going downwards like this, negative, and here also it goes down backwards like this, negative side. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, etc., like this. And here also it goes minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So I cannot write over here. So minus 3, minus 4, like this it goes. So if I consider this x axis, what is happening? See, here only values of x increases. Okay. Here only values of x increases. What happens to value of y? Value of y doesn't change. In this axis, in the x axis, the value of y always remains 0. So we can write equation of x axis is what? Y is equal to 0. Similarly, if you consider y axis, here always value of x is 0, always value, because y is increasing, value of y is increasing, but value of x is always 0. So this is equation of y axis. ठीक है? So our problem based on this concept is find equation of a line parallel to x axis 3 units below it. So first you guys will try and then I will solve. So here what happens? Here it is said find equation of a line parallel to x axis 3 units below it. So equation of 3 units below it, that means 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 units. So this is the third unit that is below it. Now parallel to y axis, so I will draw a line which is parallel to y axis like this. Draw a line which is parallel to y axis like this. Now here in this line, if you see, the value of y does not change, the value of y remains same, value of x is changing but value of y is not changing. So equation of this line will be y is equal to minus 3. So this is the solution. So let us solve another problem. Here it is said find equation of straight line parallel to y axis 2 units to left. So this is my y axis, this is my x axis. So this is 0 0, 2 units to left, that means here it is minus 1, here it is minus 2, that is the left side, and parallel to y axis means this line. So here in this line, if you see, the value of x does not change, the value of y is changing. If you go from top to bottom, the value of y is changing, value of x is not changing, x is equal to minus 2. ठीक है ना? Value of x is not changing, so here the answer will be x is equal to minus 2. Next question. Find equation of line parallel to y axis passing through minus 3 comma 5. So this is the problem. This problem, first you have to show the quadrant system. X axis, y axis, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. It is said the line is passing through minus 3 comma 5. So what is minus 3 comma 5? So this is minus 3, x value is minus 3 and y value is 5. So 5 I have to go up to 5 over here, 4 5. So this will be minus 3 comma 5. This is the point, and a line will be passing through this minus 3 comma 5 and it will be parallel to y axis. So this will be the line parallel to y axis. So if we see in this line, the value of x doesn't change, so here the equation will be x is equal to minus 3, and this is the answer. So this is the way you have to write, do the problem, nothing else. Okay. Our next topic is slope intercept form. slope intercept. So first of all I have to explain you what is intercept. Intercept means cutting, nothing else. If you cut something, that means you are intercepting that person. Suppose I am running and you are stopping me by running from the 90-degree axis of myself, then it is called intercepting. The word is very much used in football when a defender intercepts the forward going towards the goal. That is intercept, nothing else. So in that case the defender intercepts the forward, and now the straight line is going to intercept the x axis and y axis. So as you know, just like the forward going for goal, our x axis and y axis also goes to all the sides like this. They are very much unidirectional. In positive side, negative side, positive side, negative side. So what happens? Suppose I am talking about a line. Suppose this is my line. This line intercepts the y axis, x axis over here and y axis over here. This point is the intercept point. This point is the intercept point. So this intercept you can call it as y intercept, and this intercept can be called as x intercept. So y intercept, if we talk about y intercept, at this point if you see, all the time the value of x is 0. At suppose this line is cutting at this point, even if there is another line cutting at this point, this will be the y intercept. At y intercept definitely x will be equal to 0. At y intercept, the equation of line is not x is equal to 0. This equation of line is not y axis. It is cutting the y axis at x is equal to 0. Similarly, it is cutting the x axis at y is equal to 0. Tick. Understood? Cutting the x axis at y is equal to 0, cutting the y axis at x is equal to 0. This point must be clear. So this is what I am going to use in slope intercept form. How? Let us see. Let us draw a diagram. This diagram will be large. So suppose I am taking, this is my line. Okay. So first of all, what we have already learnt about inclination. What is inclination? The angle made by the line with the x axis. Let us extend this line. So it is making an angle theta, and let us also draw a horizontal line like this, because this will help you. So this is the inclination. Okay. Now I am drawing another line over here. So see, this line and this line is parallel. So this angle and this angle will be same. So this angle will also be theta. This angle will also be theta. Next is, so I am basically finding out slope intercept form. So I am finding out equation of straight line. Now this point is what we just learnt now, that this point wherever the line cuts the y axis is called y intercept. So this is y intercept. So at this point I can confidently say that at y intercept x is equal to 0. So at this point definitely value of x is 0. Now there will be some value of y, finite value of y. So we are taking that as c, a constant term as c. So if this is c, that means the distance from origin to this point is c. Okay. Now this is my point P, and let us consider this as xy. So this point is changing, this may be this point also, this point also, this one I am taking as xy. Okay. So now if I want to calculate tan theta, tan theta is what? Slope. We know tan theta is basically height by base. Now what is height? What is this height? Let us understand. See, this point is y, the y coordinate of this point is y. So that means the total distance from the x axis over here is y. So if the total distance is y and the bottom part, that is this much, is c, then what will be this height? Definitely you have to agree with me, y minus c. Now this position is x comma y, that means if I go to this axis, this is x, that means distance from origin to this point is nothing but x. So I can easily say the base over here is nothing but x minus 0, because at this position x is 0, y axis meaning x is 0. So here it will be x, and we know tan theta is designated as slope, which is denoted by m, is equal to y minus c by x. And here we prove, we go for cross multiplication, mx is equal to y minus c, and one of our mystery is solved, that y is equal to mx plus c. I think it is proven now, y is equal to mx plus c, and everybody has understood this. So from here, for any straight line, this is the equation. For any straight line, this is the equation. Whenever y is directly proportional to x without any powers, whenever y is directly proportional to x, we call that a linear equation. Linear equation means x to the power 1, like we already did fx if is equal to say x plus 1, then this type of polynomial is called linear polynomial. Why it is called linear polynomial? It could have been called uninomial polynomial, but it is called linear polynomial. It could have been named something different. The linear word comes from straight line, that is why it is linear polynomial, because this kind of polynomial, when we interpret them graphically, it will result in a straight line, and here it is resulting in a straight line. Now this is slope, and this is nothing but y-intercept. C is what? Y-intercept. Okay. Now we are going to the next page. So when we talk about y is equal to mx plus c, let us understand intercept from this. If somebody says me to calculate x-intercept and y-intercept from this line, then remember, y-intercept means when the line cuts the y-axis. So whenever line cuts the y-axis over here, x is equal to 0. So when I am calculating y-intercept, I will just put x is equal to 0 to this line, y is equal to mx plus c. So mx will be 0 and I will get y is equal to c. So let us understand what is this coming in. Here x is equal to 0 and y is coming c. Let us just compare over here. We already had taken 0 comma c. So this proves that everything is going in right direction. We are not in wrong direction. We are in hand of right guidance, not misguidance. Okay. So I think it is clear what is y is equal to c and what is y intercept. Similarly, we have to also make it very clear that what is x intercept. People ask y intercept, people miss out x intercept, which is also very important. X intercept is this point where, so in case of x intercept, here y is equal to 0. This point means y is equal to 0. Many a times it has been already discussed today itself. So when y is equal to 0, let us put this in this equation. X is equal to minus c by m. So here it will come in place of x minus c by m comma 0. So do I have to remember this? No, never. If a equation of straight line is given and people ask you to find out y intercept, just in that equation put x is equal to 0, find out the value of y. So we will get y intercept. Then if a equation is given and ask that find out x intercept, put y is equal to 0, find out the x intercept. So do it analytically, don't try to remember minus c by m is comma 0. This type of remembering equations and remembering these formulas and doing maths is not going to help us. Okay. Find equation of a line where gradient is equal to root 3 and intercept is equal to minus 4 by 3. So in this problem it has been said gradient is root 3. So I can write m is equal to root 3, very easy problem. Intercept is minus 4 by 3. When nothing is said about intercept, then you have to take that it is y intercept, minus 4 by 3. What is the equation of a straight line? General equation, y is equal to mx plus c. So in place of m you write 3x and in place of c write minus 4 by 3. So plus minus minus. Then just you can implement, oh it is root 3, right, root 3, no problem. So then you can have a LCM over here 3. So 3 root 3x minus 4, 3y 3 root 3 x minus 4. Okay. So 3y minus 3 root 3x, this way also you can write, plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the straight line. So our next problem. Inclination 30 degree. Inclination is 30 degree. Y intercept is equal to 2. So find the equation of straight line. Okay. So in this problem, inclination is 30 degree. So first I have to find out m. So m is tan theta. So that is tan 30 degree, and the value of tan 30 degree is nothing but 1 by root 3. y intercept is 2, that means c is equal to 2. So simple, y is equal to mx plus c. In place of m I am writing 1 by root 3 x plus 2. So y is equal to x plus 2 root 3 by root 3. So root 3 y minus x minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0. Next problem. Inclination is equal to 45 degree. X intercept is equal to say 2. So you have to find out the equation of straight line. First of all, inclination is 45 degree. So m is equal to tan theta, that is tan 45 degree is equal to 1. Now what is x intercept? X intercept is where the line cuts the x axis. So at this point definitely y is equal to 0. We know that y is equal to 0 at this point. Okay. So when the equation is y is equal to mx plus c, then if y is equal to 0, then mx plus c is equal to 0, and we have already calculated that x will come out to be minus c by m. So this is the x intercept. X intercept is given as 2. So what is m? M is 1. So minus c is equal to 2. So c is equal to what? Minus 2. C is equal to minus 2. Tick. So now the problem is very easy. Y is equal to mx. Mx means 1 into x, so x. C minus 2 plus minus 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 2, and the problem is so easy. Our next topic, or next type of problem rather, suppose it is given to me that a equation is 5x minus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. So many a times it is said, I am doing one problem with all the questions that can come from it. It is said that find slope, find y intercept, find x intercept. Tick. So how am I going to find it out? So I will show you this problem. See, first of all, you are going to make this equation in slope intercept form like this. So how am I going to do that? I will take the y part only on the left hand side, the other parts will go on this side, minus 5x minus 2. Next, I don't want negative sign over here because here y is not negative, so I will make it 3y. Accordingly, I am going to change the signs over here also, 5x plus 2. So these are basic elementary things you should know. Next, I am going to take this y. So y is equal to what? 5 by 3. I am going to divide everything by 3, x plus 2 by 3. Okay. So now I am going to compare this equation with this, wherein I am easily getting slope is equal to 5 by 3 and y intercept, that is c, is equal to 2 by 3. This is my y intercept. Now it has also been asked find out the x intercept. See how to find out the x intercept. I have already said, in case of x intercept, just put y is equal to 0. So if you put y is equal to 0 over here, then what happens? 5 by 3x plus 2 by 3 is equal to 0. So from here you can easily, so this 3 goes out, x will come out to be minus 2 by 5. So this is x intercept. easily you can find out when you put y is equal to 0. If you have the habit of finding out that y is equal to mx plus c, so c is the y intercept, if only that concept is ingrained into your mind, then it's a problem. Y intercept means x is equal to 0. If you want to find out the y intercept, you can also put x is equal to 0, you can find out y is equal to 2 by 3. If this concept is there, then easily you can solve problems on x intercept also. But if you just try to remember y is equal to mx plus c, c is y intercept, then things are going to get difficult. So up to this I am finding x intercept, I found out y intercept, I found out slope. Another question may be added over here. Coordinate of x and y intercept. Coordinate of x and y intercept. So what will be the coordinate of x intercept? If I talk about x intercept, let us understand what will be the coordinate. X intercept means when y is equal to 0. So in this case y will always be 0. So if I want to find out the coordinate, the y value will be 0 and x value will be minus 2 by 5. So this is also important. Sometimes it may be asked what is the coordinate of x intercept. Okay. What is the coordinate of y intercept? Simple. Y intercept coordinate will be 0 because x is 0 comma 2 by 3. Okay. So this is the coordinate of y intercept, this is the coordinate of x intercept. Problem. Slope intercept concept problem. Equation of a line is 3y minus 3x plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay. So find out the slope, you have to find out slope, and also you have to find out the angle the line makes with, x axis, chalo, and y axis. Okay, karo. First of all we have to calculate the slope. So what we do, we put all the y's on the left side and take all the x and other numerical things on the right side. Next, y is equal to, we have to divide everything by 3, x minus 7 by 3. So from here I can easily compare with y is equal to mx plus c, and it becomes clear that slope is nothing but 1. So when slope is 1, slope is what? Slope is m is equal to tan theta, and when slope is 1 and it is tan theta. Now what is this theta? This theta is the angle, that is inclination, that is the angle with x axis. If I go into the slide that we have discussed today, the first slide, theta is the angle a line makes with the x axis. See, okay, this one. So now it is getting used. So here 1 is equal to nothing but tan 45 degree, and that is equal to tan theta now. So theta becomes 45 degree. So this with x axis it makes 45 degree. Now the question is what angle it makes with y axis. So we have to draw over here. So if this line makes 45 degree with the x axis like this, 45 degree, then what it makes with the y axis? What I have to do? Let's see. I have to extend this. Okay? Make it a big diagram. I have to extend this. Okay. So like this. So this is 45 degree. I have to find out the angle it makes with y axis. So if this is 45, this is 45. Clear? If this is 45, this is 90 degree, and this will be 45 degree. So with y axis also it makes 45 degree. So it is a simple calculation. Normally also I can explain it in a very easy fashion. If this is the line, if it makes say 30 degree with x axis, it will make 60 degree with y axis. So this is pretty easy stuff, right? So you can easily calculate the angles. Okay. So now we are going to understand the application of coordinate geometry and trigonometry in physics. Suppose this is a force, acting like this, and it is making an angle theta like this. Okay. So let us understand something. If this is the angle theta, please understand, if this is the angle theta and I take cos theta, then cos theta is what? Base by hypo. What is your hypo over here? Your hypo is nothing but force. So cos theta is equal to base by force. Then what is the base? Base is f cos theta. So this part is nothing but f cos theta. Okay. Now this is called, this part is called horizontal component of force. Horizontal because on x axis, that is horizontal component of force. So many a time the force is not going to act horizontally or vertically, it will act as an inclined position like we have shown over here. So that time we have to split the force into two components. One is x component or horizontal component, another is y component, which is called vertical component. So if I have to find out the horizontal component, so this is how I am going to find out. Okay, I am going to multiply theta. Theta means inclination, the angle it makes with x axis, with that theta. I have to make a cos theta of that and multiply with the force given, I will get the horizontal component. Now let us understand how I am going to get the vertical component. So vertical component of force is this one, this part. Okay. So here what is this angle? This angle is 90 minus theta. Okay. So here again I am taking cos. Let us take cos only, because I have to find the base over here. With respect to 90 minus theta, I have to find the base. I am not going to find the height. I do not require this. This is this one. I have already found out. So here I will take cos 90 minus theta is equal to base by hypotenuse. What is this? This is the base. And what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse force, this one. What is cos 90 minus theta? I think everybody of you know that cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. Complementary angles into force is equal to base over here. Otherwise, from this triangle, if you want to do the same thing, you can do, because you want to find this one, because this one is equal to this one, correct? So if you want to find out this one, you will take sin theta is equal to height by hypotenuse, you will get the same thing. So this f sin theta, so what we got over here? We got f cos theta, we got f cos theta. F cos theta what? Horizontal component of force. And what is f sin theta? It is vertical component of force. So with this we end our session today on basic trigonometry and coordinate geometry. We are mixing up everything, and definitely this part is not only important in mathematics, this is also important in your physics. So we are combining various concepts, we are mixing concepts and trying to inculcate these things in your brains, and this is a new kind of content that we are generating, wherein we are mixing coordinate geometry and trigonometry. You can understand this is not easy to do. So we are basically generating this content and also mixing with physics. So I would not like to take the all credits to myself. This is a work of a team which all of us in Suplit's classes are working with to relate the subjects rather than teaching subject wise. We are relating the subjects with physics, maths, and sometimes chemistry is also getting related with maths in various places where numericals are there. So the whole team is working tirelessly on this to create contents which really helps people, rather than just showing off that differentiation integration stuff, as you already know all these things getting taught in class 10th by various people. But let us understand the concepts of class 10, let us understand the concept of class 9s and apply it in, let us understand how to apply it in physics chemistry, rather than learning something new just for the sake of the so called the Bengali word called prochar. Okay. So, with that I thank every one of you for today's class, and good night inshallah.